Hey folks, Pastor Jay, Trinity Lutheran Church. Glad you're a part of our worship community. I'm glad you're a part of this weekly announcement that we're doing. So thank you for indulging us as we go through this. I just wanted to say a very big thank you for all who came and participated in our Next 150 conference. Just a great time to share and to dream and vision and do a lot of those kind of pieces. There's going to be more coming. We're planning a very intentional missions kind of conference, what we can do as far as how we can do more outreach and be very intentional doing mission locally and other places. So a lot of that's coming down the pipeline as well, so we're excited about all of that. But bottom line, we're really looking forward to continuing walking through our Lenten journey on Thursdays, or actually on Wednesday nights. So after this, we will have our Lent at home, walking through spiritual disciplines. A lot going on here. The veil of COVID is kind of lifting a little bit, and we're getting back to some really normalcy. But a lot of what's happening is God challenging us to go out and to be workers in His kingdom. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're focusing on. Ken Coughlin's going to have an announcement a little bit later about the Passion Play. Please pay attention to that, and then we'll fill you in later on. But guys, we're glad you're a part of our worship community. Please invite someone to be a part of what we're doing. God's doing amazing things here. Just know that He loves you, and so do I.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Ken Coughlin, the Media Director here at Trinity. I just wanted to give you all a quick update based on what I was saying in last week's announcements about the Passion Play. Unfortunately, we did not have enough people that were able to help out to actually put on the Passion Play this year, even kind of the stripped-down version we were looking for. We did have several people step up and say they'd be willing to do it, just not quite enough people. So for those of you that did volunteer and say that, yeah, you'd be willing to play parts in the Passion Play, I want to give you my personal gratitude for that. Thank you very much for being willing to do so. Obviously, this is a ministry that's near and dear to mine and my wife Mary Kay's hearts. You know, we've been involved with this for several years now. It's a great outreach, and hoping that we'll be able to do it again next year. However, I did want to give everybody an update that we are still planning on doing the gospel and drama, the resurrection scene, at this year's Easter services, Easter morning. So we will still be doing that. You will still get to see that. Just the Passion Play itself, we're not going to be having. However, we are still going to be having a Good Friday service. So when we get to that Holy Week, you're going to have a Maundy Thursday service, a Good Friday service, and of course the Easter Sunday services. And we'll have more information about those coming up as we get closer. All right. Thank you again to everybody who's willing to help out. And thank you all. God bless.
Hey, it's Lori Hinman, your Life Teams Director at Trinity, and I have a couple of announcements for you this week. Excuse me. Thank you to all those who have been filling out your connection cards. The staff appreciates your doing that for us. It really helps us to just monitor how things are going on, so we really appreciate that. Keep it up. And then just a reminder, this is the last week to get tickets for the tea. A couple left. Contact me if you would like tickets. Mickey Barkaloo is away right now, so she will probably not be getting your email. So go ahead and email me, lhinman@trinityjoppa.org, and I'll get you squared away with tickets. And that tea is Saturday, March 19th at noon. Reminder that this Saturday morning, we are doing something up at the Vine, it's a natural health center up in Forest Hill, and it's up by Enotrias, if you're familiar with that area. They are doing classes called Devotion in Motion, and it's kind of cool. It's like light yoga, kind of mixed in with prayer and encouragement and scripture, and it's just a great morning. We're going to have class at 8:45 to 9:45. This is a special class just for Trinity. You can invite your friends to come with you. That's fine. There are about 8 spots left. The class is only $8, so try it out and see what you like. I think you're going to really like this. The instructor is wonderful. Reminder that we do still have trips available to take. The David trip is finalized, so that's no longer available, but we still have the 9/11 Memorial in Shanksville and the Frank Lloyd Wright Falling Waters Home, as well as the Ark Encounter and Creation Museum this summer. Email Barb Gorton at barbgorton@hotmail.com. And she can get you hooked up with tickets on that. And then the last thing I wanted to do is one of the things that falls under my responsibility as discipleship volunteer team leader is to do the memory verse of the month. And I don't know if some of you have seen them or not, but they're always in our weekly update. It's always a thing at the very top of the weekly update. It's also in the narthex and little cards. It's also now that we're back in person and fully functioning, we're putting them back in the pews for you to take. It's a little verse for you to try and memorize every month. It'll change right around the first of the month. I'll put them out in the narthex and in the pews. This month, I thought I'd just give you a little background on why that verse was chosen and why give you some context. So sometimes it's helpful to have context when you're memorizing scripture. So here's your context. The verse itself is Joshua 24:15. And Joshua is the man who took over after Moses died. And so Joshua is actually the person who led the Israelites into the promised land itself. He's the one who led them, conquered all the kings that were there, and he divided up the land between the 12 tribes. And so this takes a while, and he gets pretty advanced in years. And so he is giving a farewell speech to the Israelites. And so that's what this verse is part of, his farewell speech. He reminds them of what God has done for them in the past. And then he tells them what's going to happen if they disobey God. And so toward the end of the speech, he challenges them with verse 15. So Joshua 24:15. And here's what it says. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you're living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. And you've probably heard that last section of that verse. And I do know that middle section might be a little hard to understand, but even if you memorize the first and the last sentence, but if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. I hope you have a great week. Pick up a little scripture card when you come to church this Sunday, and have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey guys, Dave Merritt, Youth and Family Ministries Director, with this week's announcements. First up, our Kids Zone update. Please join us this Sunday, March 13th, as Miss Bethany and Miss Julie teach us about the value of friendship. We will discover the importance of how friends depend on each other. Kids Zone is at 10:05 in between both services, and Kids Zone Light is 11 a.m. during the sermon. Be there. Our Easter egg hunt is fastly approaching. It's going to be Saturday, April 9th. Time frame is 10 to 11 a.m. Location will be at the Fellowship Hall to begin, and the Pavilion Field area for the actual Easter egg hunt. We're going to create resurrection eggs for our craft, have an Easter egg hunt, and have lots of fun. Please RSVP by scanning the QR code on all Easter egg hunt flyers and posters. And please sign up by Sunday, March 27th. If you haven't received a poster yet, they will be available here at all services. School kids will get them in their Friday folders. If you need any more information, contact me, Dave Merritt, dmerritt@trinityjoppa.org. Our VBS Save the Date. I've said it a lot. I'm going to continue to say it. It's going to be Monday, August 1st through Friday, August 5th. The theme this year is monumental. I'll carve out that time frame of 5:45 to 7:45 every night that week, and the sign-up will begin at the Easter egg hunt. Be ready to go monumental with Christ. And the last thing, our youth updates. Please join us each week. Wednesdays for Crossfire, that's middle school students, 6th through 8th grade, every Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. And our J Crew, which is our high school students in grades 9 through 12, that's Sunday nights, 6 to 8 p.m. We got through another week of announcements. I'm Dave Merritt. Have a great week.
Hi, Mary Kay Coughlin here, and of course, Stay Puft. I'm the food ministry director here at Trinity, and I've got a few announcements for you this week. Actually, got a lot. So, our food closet challenge, you guys are doing really great with the breakfast foods, and you can keep those coming. But I kind of wanted you to emphasize the drinks a little bit more: the coffee, tea, bottled juices that are not necessarily have to be refrigerated. They can stay on the shelf for a while. So, if you could bring more of that stuff in, that would be awesome. We also are getting ready to do the food truck in a couple weeks, so I'm looking for people that can help pack on the 19th. That's Saturday, March 19th. I'm also looking for people to help with deliveries both on Saturday and Sunday, so if you can help out, send me an email. If you're wondering about the times, we pack from 1 to 2:30 on Saturdays. We go out to Joppa 3 to 5. We pack up the truck at around 12:45 to 1:45 on Sundays, then we go out to Edgewood from 2 to 4. Now, on both those days, we do need some people who can help us when we come back. On Saturday, we do have to take certain things off the truck, depending on what the temperature's like. On Sunday, we have to take everything off the truck and clean it out. So if you can help with that, that's awesome. That's March 19th and 20th. Now, along with the food, we're taking out our bonus blessings this month are cleaning products. Some people have brought in some cleaning products, and that's awesome. So we're looking for laundry detergent. We're looking for anything to clean hard surfaces with, glass, countertops. Could be toilet bowl cleaner, any of that stuff. So if you can help us out with that, that would be awesome. We need those by March 18th. Then, lastly, I asked for help a long time ago with help with the shed, and some really great guys came out and helped, and they've actually done a lot of the improvements to the shed. So there is now a place where you can drop off food if you can't get into our normal drop-off area that's just off the narthex. If that area is closed, you can go down to the food pantry, down to the food closet building. Right next to it is a shed. On the side of the shed facing the parking lot, there's a door. The door opens inward. Don't worry, that's done on purpose for several reasons. But just inside to the left, there are a couple of shelves. You can leave your food there, close the door, and it'll be safe from the elements. We used to have people leaving food on the ground, outside the door. If it got rained on, a lot of times we had to throw that food away if it was in certain types of packaging. And sometimes we got bugs. So a lot of that food, if you just leave it right outside the door, where it's open to the elements, we might not be able to use it, and it's a waste of your donation. So if you're not able to bring it into the area just off the narthex, then if you could bring it down the shed to the new area where we have built a place for you to leave food, that would be awesome. Now, lastly, if you go out there, you'll notice there's no sign telling you that that's where you can drop off food. So I'm looking for somebody who is handy with wood crafts, maybe, and might be able to make us a couple of signs that say food drop-off area. If you are that kind of person and you would like to help out, maybe helping me design the sign and coming up with a plan for it, materials would be on us, so don't worry about necessarily buying those. But send me an email, and maybe you can use that talent for the Lord by helping us with a couple of signs. So that's all I have for this week. You guys have a blessed week, and I'll see you guys next week.
Hi, everyone. B.A. Thomas. I'm the Associate Media Director here at Trinity Lutheran. And for the first time, I have some announcements. These are on behalf of Terry Reardon. She's super great. You see her probably every Sunday when you come in and walk in these doors. And she has some things that she needs from all of us. The first thing, we need more people to volunteer for Sundays, because a lot of people who do so volunteer for 3 Sundays out of the month. And they're shifting around multiple positions, and we just need more people to come in and give us that aid so that we can help everyone else here at the church. So if you have a calling and you would like to direct people, there's spots for you to be an usher. If you want to connect with people on a more individual level, you can be a deacon, hand out communion to them. We also need people to perform work for the Altar Guild. And we were talking about decorating the sanctuary at the next 150. We're going to need people for that too, to actually hang up the decorations on the walls. We were also talking about doing a coffee and fellowship before and after service. We need at least 2 people to come and pour those cups so that we can have coffee down here for everyone. One of the few last things here. We're also going to need people to work as gardeners. Spring is basically here. We're going to need people to be able to sit on those mowers and cut that grass. And last thing that I have on here is, if none of those callings are for you, there's an opportunity for you to cook for the homeless at the homeless shelter in Bell Camp on the 15th every month. No matter what day it falls on, always on the 15th. Thank you very much for listening. I know this was kind of a long one. Have a great week.